Okay, so I know I hit 500 subs a few weeks ago, and I meant to do a 500 sub video, but I never really got around to it. So for my 500 sub video, I just wanted to talk about my journey on YouTube, you know, how everything's been over the past 2 years, because yes, I've been on YouTube 2 years, you know, deleting my channel, where people can start from, you know, all that. So let's start with just where I started off. Now, you guys saw a while back I posted a Xenoverse network test gameplay of me using my phone to record, and I did that for an entire half of a year. Yeah, I started YouTube June 15th, exactly a month before my birthday, because my birthday is in July 15th. But yeah, I started YouTube on June 15th, and my first video was the video of Xenoverse's first trailer reveal, and I saw it, and I had my 360 hooked up to my TV, so I went on the YouTube app, I pulled out my phone, and I was recording, literally just recording the thing off my screen and talking about it and how excited I was. And yeah, I recorded with my phone for half a year until I got my PlayStation, and then I started recording off of there. But I was still recording my audio and stuff like that from my phone, and then transferring it over to my PlayStation, or I would get some gameplay from my PlayStation, transfer it to my phone, and then edit it up on there. And that lasted until around May of last year. So yeah, for almost an entire year I used my phone, and in that time I gained 400 subs. I think until the time I quit in about September, I had I either had like around 300, 400 subs. So yes, it is possible. It's possible to grow a lot off of not so great content, quality wise, as long as you got a good personality and, you know, you can actually make your videos entertaining, which I did. Even though I think my videos are horrible now, looking back on them, at the time that was the best I could manage. And you know, I've had bigger YouTubers tell me that they weren't willing to do a collab with me because my stuff wasn't right, didn't have a PC, all this other stuff. And you know, I totally understood it, because my quality of my content was kind of trash. I just gained a lot of subs because I guess people found me funny. Those were back in the days where I used to make a rant like fucking every month. You know, it was just, I guess people just found me entertaining. I used to always interact in the comment sections with a lot of people, whether it was debates, whether it was just, you know, being excited about stuff. You know, back in those days, the Dragon Ball community was not that big. That was around when I started YouTube. Rhymestyle, Thundershot, all those guys, they weren't even at 9,000 subs. I remember when both Rhyme and Thunder hit 9,000. Oh, Quaman 2, Black and Fist. I remember when all of those guys hit 9K. Like, I remember their 9,000 subscriber specials. They all had the "it's over 9,000 subs," you know, thing going on. I remember all of that because it was just, those are back in the days. My first ever collab partners were Dr. Love 307 and Platinum TDX. What's the name? Those guys, awesome. We made an awesome collab. Their stuff was on point. Mine was kind of trash because I had to go to a game that day, and so like I was literally in my closet trying to stay away from my little cousins because they were in there trying to get ready and stuff. So like I was literally in my closet just talking on Skype with my trash mic and trying to get some recording done because that's all I had. And you know, I edited that up on my phone. I used to use KindMaster. I had a trash intro, trash profile picture, trash, well, my profile picture and my banner weren't trash because around 2015, early 2015, when Rhymename met Afro, sorry about that little cut right there. Around the time Rhymename met Afro, you know, I was interacting with Afro on Twitter, and that was my first experience with actually, making like real thumbnails and pictures and stuff. And I made a little picture, GT Goku, because I love GT Goku, and I made him my profile picture. And I know Afro, just one day he was just like, because I uploaded like a banner and it was kind of trash, and I was like, this is what I'm gonna use, that I can't do any better. And he was like, I got you, fam. And he made me a banner, and if I find it on Google Drive, I'll put it up on the screen, but if not, forget it. But yeah, he made me a banner, and that was awesome. I had a banner, I had a profile picture. My quality, even though I was still recording on my phone, I got a new phone, so my mic was better. It was editing better. My editing had gotten way better. So like, I was getting up there even though it was still on my phone. And then that's the time I got this crappy PC, but it was what I had. So I was using like Camtasia and still using like PicMonkey and stuff like that until about late 2015. It was around October, November or so, when I started up T-Dub. I started up this channel, and you can even watching those videos earlier back then, you could tell I was still doing audio off my phone because I didn't have my blue snowball. It was just trash. It was like, even a year ago, it was still just trash, but I kept getting better. I kept getting better and better. And when I deleted Black Super Saiyan, it was because I felt like I was doing too much Dragon Ball content. And look what I'm doing now. History repeats itself, I guess. And I'm doing a lot of Dragon Ball content now, and I really should have stayed with Black Super Saiyan. But honestly, I wasn't getting the kind of interaction that I am now. I wasn't getting, even though I had the same amount of subs, I had around like 560. I didn't get the amount of likes, comments, interaction on Twitter. I didn't have all that. So I thank you guys for that, because you guys are a lot more active than my other subs were. So, even though like a Dragon Ball video would average around like 100 views, but anything other than that would average around 30. And I was like, oh, I thought that was horrible, but now it's doing about the same thing. So it's really not that bad, to be honest. But yeah, I'm enjoying it a lot more now. I finally got my Elgato, and I said all that just to say that for the guys that think, oh, I have to have a super great editing PC and blah 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 to start up YouTube. No, as long as you got a good personality and all that, and don't ever feel pressured to upload on YouTube. But you have to know something as well. If you think you can only put out videos on the weekend, what you need to do is, instead of putting out those videos on the weekend, record them on the weekend, edit them on the weekend. And if it's on your phone, you can get like Power Director on there, you can get Kind Master, there's all kinds of stuff. They might have a little a watermark on them, but who cares? Like, as long as you can get it. If you got to record off your phone, if you don't have a mic, if you want to use a PlayStation mic or Xbox mic, you can do it on there, because I know a lot of you guys got PlayStation 4s and Xbox Ones, and so you can do it on there. Like, what you need to do is, instead of putting out a video as soon as you record it, like, step back, record a few videos, like maybe get 2 or 3 videos out, and then upload those during the week. And if you want to, you can live stream on Saturdays and Sundays, because those are when the most people are going to come out on the weekends, because they don't have school. So, or if it's Sunday and they do have school, try to stream a little earlier. But the best days to stream are Friday and Saturday. Those are the best days, because those, people don't have school, some people don't have work, so those are the best days to stream. During the week is really not a good time to stream unless you're an aspiring streamer or you already have an audience, but most of you guys really aren't gonna have that audience. Also, in terms of YouTube and how to grow on YouTube, don't think it's because you're a kid that you're not gonna grow. I'm only 15, and as you can see, I gotten 500 subs, and I'm very happy with 500 subs. You cannot come into YouTube thinking you're gonna be the next big YouTuber, because honestly, you're probably not. The majority of people on YouTube, sorry about that, the majority of people on YouTube have around 1,000 to 10,000 subs. That is the majority. As you can see, I'm already, close to that 1,000 mark. Like, I'm like halfway, a little over halfway now. And I'm content with that. Like, my goal on YouTube once I get 10,000 subs, I don't care if I don't grow anymore. Well, of course I care if I grow, but I don't care if I grow slowly. As long as I can keep averaging the same amount of views, the same amount of likes, and the same amount of comments at 10K, I'm good with that, because that's honestly that's the perfect amount right there. I don't look to get YouTube famous. I don't look to make YouTube a job at all. I do YouTube because I love it. Like, I fell in love with making videos. I fell in love with getting interaction with people. Like, that's what I fell in love with. And if you already are a YouTuber and you're thinking about quitting, maybe think about going to another site instead of quitting editing and all that altogether, because once you quit, I promise you, you're gonna have those regrets. And that's why I came back as T-Dub, because I had those regrets about quitting YouTube. I was like, oh my god, like, I just want to come back and make a video. Like, I want to talk about something, you know. And it's just, even though YouTube can be stressful, you should never stress yourself out trying to get stuff out, trying to interact with people. Like, if you have to have a day off from people, just take that day off, you know. Like, get off Twitter, get off Facebook, get off YouTube, and just take that day off and go do something. Or if you want, just sleep all day, you know. Just like, do you, man. Like, it's like, as much as I, you know, was like despising how slow I was growing, now I'm growing like that. Because at the beginning of the year, was I even at 100? I think I was at 50. So by the end of the year, look what I did. I went from, I'd have to check my social blade, but I don't think I was at 100. So let's say I was at under 100, right? I went from under 100 to like halfway, you know, between 600, 500, and 600. So it's definitely possible. That is a lot of growth in a year's time, guys. Like, I don't think you guys understand. Like, to go from 50 to 500 in a year, you know, like, I wouldn't have never thought I could do that. Like, when I started Black Super Saiyan, my other channel, in a year's time, I was at 400 maybe. So it was kind of like that, but it hasn't even been a year and I've already done that and more on this other channel, and just doing what I want to do. So it's like, you guys should definitely do that. Like, if I'm not saying YouTube is for everyone, because YouTube is not for everyone, but also don't ever think to make YouTube your job either, because sorry YouTube is not meant to be a job. Now, you can do it as a job, but it's not a stable job. It is not meant to be used as a job. It is meant to be a platform to take you to a higher level. Now, I have a friend, Nazir World. He was talking to me about how he loves video editing, and the reason he wants to do YouTube is so that he can build his video editing skills. And that is amazing. Like, that should be your mindset. Like, of course you can do YouTube for fun and just as a hobby, or if you want to do it as like a side hustle to get money, eventually you get there, yes. But to do YouTube as a way to grow his editing skills and to get like a portfolio for him doing edits, that's great, man. Like, you know, you can get your editing skills up there doing like gameplays, and then maybe you can do them like, you know, how like Quaman does his, where he has like a movie theater type thing and he has like the pictures going across, and then maybe you could transition into like short movies and stuff like that. Like, it's like, that's what you're supposed to do with YouTube. You're supposed to use YouTube as a way to further your creativity, to further your life. Like, I don't plan I'm making YouTube a job, like I said, but I do plan on doing YouTube until pretty much I burn out, and until I have like nothing else that I can make, which will never happen, because I know as a person, I'll never get tired of anime, I'll never get tired of gaming, and as long as more anime and more games come out, I'll always have YouTube to do. I'll always have stuff to do. But, you know, even if not, you know, like, I'll like, my business, what I plan to do is I plan to have a computer engineer shop, and so it's like I can use YouTube to promote my products to get more people here, like, to my thing, to, you know. So it's like I can get where I want, and I can use YouTube as an outlet to help me get there. And that's exactly what YouTube is meant for. It's an It's an outlet for creative people to come to further their creativity and actually take that to a higher place. Yes, you can have fun on here like I do, but eventually, you know, you have to think about it. Like, once you get to a certain place, you're like, do I want to do this as a job, even though I know it's not stable? Do I want to do this as a job, or do I want to do this to help me, you know, get as a portfolio type thing to get where I want to get? And so that's a great mindset too. So I applaud Naja for doing that, because it's like he has a plan, you know, he's using it as a way to further his art and to get better, and that's great. Like, that's exactly what you should do. And I know if anybody's still, you know, even in the video, you guys are like, you know, what are you talking about right now? Like, we just keep switching topics, and it's like, I'm really not talking about anything. I just know you guys wanted me to do this, and I just wanted to do this. I just wanted to sit down and just talk about YouTube for a while. And I know a lot of people are complaining about the algorithm. That's another thing, though. If you're starting on YouTube and you want to grow, make sure you understand and research SEO and how to take advantage of the YouTube algorithm. Tags matter, descriptions matter, links matter, end cards matter. All of that matters. And if you do want to grow on YouTube, you have to learn how to take advantage of that stuff, because I did not know how to take advantage of it, and that's probably why I'm not like over 1K now, because on my other channel and on this channel, I didn't start off doing what I was doing, and now that I'm doing it, I went from 350 to 500 in the course of a month. And that's great, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a month and a half. Like, that's great. I'm happy with that. Like, that was cool for me. But now that I'm taking advantage of that stuff, I'm really seeing improvement. But anyways, though, yeah, that's it though. I just wanted to sit down and talk about YouTube for a while with you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. This has been your boy T-Dub, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Welcome to the end of your life.